Hello to the Motivators family. How are you doing? This is Marlene Motivates, and I am your life coach. Welcome to today's topic and stream. I hope you all are well. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Just checking some things, checking the volume to make sure you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. Doing a mic check, a 1 2 1 2, to make sure you guys can hear me well. And if you guys can hear me, put a 2 in the chat, because that's very important to me. Okay, so today I'm talking to you guys about self forgiving, and that it's time to let go of all of those things. I really don't know why I don't have an avatar. I I have no I don't understand why sometimes you get an avatar and sometimes you don't. But we're here for the message, so we're gonna focus on that. So welcome in everybody. I hope you all are doing well and having an amazing Wednesday. I almost forgot what the day of the week was. But today's topic is it's time to heal. It's time to let go. This topic is about self forgiving and time to let go. It's us giving ourselves the permission to heal, giving ourselves the permission to be our best so that you can be your best self ever. Self healing, self forgiving is only something we can give ourselves. And I find that many of us, we're so willing to give that forgiveness out to other people freely. But when it comes to us, we will be so tough on ourselves. We'll be so hard on ourselves. And that needs to stop. Hello, Metro. How are you doing? Welcome into the chat. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. So, today I want to talk to you guys about this topic of self forgiveness, because that's something that only we can give ourselves. We can only give ourselves the permission to forgive ourselves. Now, what are some of those things that we need to be forgiving ourselves for? Maybe some decisions that we made in the past, maybe some people that we hurt, maybe some things that we did to ourselves that was not the best things to do. You know, when those little red flags go off and we know this is not the best decision, or we know we should be listening to ourselves, we should be tapping into that discernment and whatever, but we do need to forgive ourselves for the times when we haven't done right by ourselves. And it is what it is. We're human beings. Yes. Metro says, I agree with you. And that's what I've been doing lately, as we should. To all the Motivators family, you have to give yourself the permission to forgive yourself. That, yes, it's important to forgive other people, to heal, to let them go, etc. But it's also highly important that we forgive ourselves, because when you don't forgive yourself, you can't be your best self. You can't be able to accomplish goals. You can't thrive. There's no way you can be at peace in your life if you are not in a good space. So, there's some things that we need to do to get to that space of healing and forgiveness. There's some things that we have to do first. First, we have to believe that we deserve to be forgiven, not other people, ourselves. You have to look at yourself and say, it's time that I let this go. That's one of the things that was like pivotal to my healing journey, is telling myself that I deserve to let this go. It's time for me to stop beating up myself, putting myself down with the shoulda, woulda, couldas, and I should have done this, and I should have done that, and why didn't I see that? We're humans. We make mistakes, and it's okay that we don't always see things. But what's important in the forgiveness journey of our life is learning the lessons and growing from it so that we don't repeat those same cycles of toxicity. One thing that's silly, or I could dare even say stupid, is for us to know better, have the knowledge, be aware of what people are doing, and then continuously do it. That's some of the things that we need to forgive ourselves and heal and mature inside of ourselves. Part of that self forgiving, self healing journey is realizing what we've done, realizing what we've allowed, realizing that we can do better, and not putting ourselves in compromising situations, not putting our mental health at risk, not putting our financial health at risk, not allowing people to stop us from using our potential and our gifts. And it's exactly what happens. People could lie and say whatever they want to say. When we don't treat ourselves in the best way possible, we can't use our gifts in the best way possible. We can't have joy. We can't derive all of the benefits, all of the blessings. We can't reach out and receive all the things that we're supposed to receive if we are in this negative, dark space. So I want for us to do better. I want for you to do better, Motivators family. I want you to do better. And some of the things that you have to do in that self forgiveness space, like I mentioned at the outset, is that you have to feel that you deserve to forgive yourself. We deserve to have mercy applied to us. We deserve to have compassion applied to us. We're not hopeless, we're hopeful. Okay? Tune into this message. We're not hopeless, we're hopeful. But that hope is not going to be there until you believe that you deserve hope, that you deserve the reset. And that's what forgiving yourself will do. It will give you the ability to reset and to start again. Turn over a new page, open up new doors, new opportunities. And that is one of the best things that can ever happen to us in a forgiveness journey. Yes, definitely, Metro. That's right. We ask for forgiveness to ourselves. We learn from our mistakes and we advance from the lessons. Yes, it's a journey of life, it's a journey of personal growth and development. And that's what I want for each of us, Motivators family. I want for each of us to be growing, for each of us to be actively participating in living our best life. It's essential. It's essential to being our best selves. If you want to be better, you have to believe that you deserve better. And it does start with accountability. You have to be accountable for your actions. You have to be accountable for what you allowed. And then you have to write that down. This is what I did. This is what I allowed. And ask yourself, why did I allow it? Why did I allow myself to be a doormat? Why did I see the red flags and not do something about it? Why did I feel at that point I didn't deserve better? These are all essential qualities. These are all essential things for us to talk our way through it, because if we don't, we will most definitely repeat the cycles. We will most definitely keep hurting ourselves. We will most definitely be in dark spaces. We will definitely let people puppet us and use us. And that is just not it. It's not good for us. And I know something for sure for me, what held me back from my peace and my happiness is because I didn't feel that I deserved better. When you go through a lot of trauma, a lot of being stepped over, a lot of people not being supportive, heavy on being not supported, one thing that we each have to learn, we have to learn to support ourselves. We have to learn that part. I deserve to be supported. It's irrelevant that other people don't support us. It's irrelevant that other people don't like you or judge you or whatever the case may be. When it comes to yourself, you have to treat yourself differently. You have to be your own friend. And that can only happen with forgiveness. See, until you forgive yourself, you're going to keep allowing the same negative, the same bad decisions, the same stuff that was not good for you. It wasn't good for you then, and it's not good for you now. Don't go backwards. Don't listen to other people when you start doing better. That is one thing that I had to learn within myself. When you start to do better, when you start to realize, man, I haven't been treating myself right. I haven't been filling up my cup. I haven't been using my gifts. I haven't been doing everything that I need to do for me. I deserve better than that. And that is when the shift happens. The mindset shift. That is when your awareness, you start to be self aware of, I don't like how that made me feel. I don't like that I don't make time for myself. I don't like that. Hi, Kleptic. How are you doing? Welcome in. Metro says, yes, trust him to believe ourselves to be accountable and responsible. And that is one of the things in life that I just cannot allow the negativity. I cannot allow the negativity from the past, what people have said, some things that maybe you have done. We're the only ones that can release ourselves from that being held down, being held back. Oh, it's all black because my avatar is not working. Hey, First Lady, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. I hope you all are having a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you so much for your support, everybody. I just had a few things that I wanted to get out, and I wanted to speak to you all as your life coach, motivational topic today, and that is for us to self forgive. Usually, we think about in forgiveness, we think about giving forgiveness to friends or relatives or other people that we love and care about. But we also deserve to be loved as well. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be at peace. You, but it's a inner work, and you got to do some of that diving inwardly, not because of acceptance of other people, but that self forgiving means I am accountable for what I did, for what I allowed, and now I'm checking it. I'm being real. I'm not walking around with rose colored glasses. I'm not blaming anybody. You're the only one that can set yourself free. You're the only one that can make yourself happy. That's not anybody else's job or responsibility. First Lady says, how's your day going? My day is going pretty good and blessed. Mine as well. First Lady, I'm having a wonderful Wednesday, a very peaceful and relaxing day. And I hope you guys are also having a peaceful and relaxing day as well. Thank you so much for the floating heart, First Lady. I really appreciate it. So that was one of the things when I started my healing journey, I had to give myself that permission. I had to give myself the permission that it was time to let go. Stop punishing yourself for maybe some not so good decisions that you made, or when you were imperfect, when you made mistakes. The thing is to be accountable and say, I did this, this, and this, or I allowed this, this, and this. And you got to shift that. Now, I'm not going to allow people to run over me. Have boundaries, set standards, treat yourself in the best way possible. And that's why I say all the time, it's important for us to be our own best friend. It's important for you to be your own best friend, because what happens when you're not your own best friend, you put up with too much. You're expecting friends or relative or significant other or whoever it is, you're expecting other people to validate and support when that's not their job. It's your job to validate yourself. It's your job to be your own friend. And it's also your job to say, I got to let go. I don't have to be perfect. Yes, I make mistakes, but I'm learning and I'm growing. Yes, a very peaceful day. Thank you so much. Oh, that's good, Metro. I'm so glad to hear that. So, one of the things about life is giving yourself that permission to say, I don't have to be generationally broke. That's one of those things in life, is being broken for what maybe your parents or siblings or people in the past had done to you. Just because other people did things to you, just because you allowed things, at any time you can shift that. At any time you can make your life better. But you are the only one that can say, I am not going to allow this any longer. I am going to do better. I'm going to treat myself better. And I'm also not going to let people continue to walk over me. That is a very essential part of self forgiveness. Is not just saying because of what other people do and just keep allowing them or keep enabling their bad behaviors, but it's you at any time something is not serving you in the best way possible. Anything that it's not serving you, it's not helping you, it's disrupting you, it's making you feel down or discouraged. At any time something is not serving you in the best way possible, you got to let those things go. You got to make wiser decisions. You have to improvise. You have to move people out of your life, block them, whatever is necessary. And that is a part of the forgiveness journey as well. Self forgiveness is not saying because people are related to me or because they're my friends or because I'm in a romantic relationship with them, they get a pass and they can treat me any way that they want to. Part of that self forgiveness and self healing is you have to set the standard. And when you realize people do not respect you, respect your time, respect your money, respect your body, respect your opinions, then it's time for you to shift them out. Sugar Love, hi sis. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much. I miss you so much. Metro says this is an excellent discussion to pass on. Thank you so much, Metro. I really appreciate you. Oh yeah, that picture was taken when I went to a party. Sugar Love, thank you so much. Yeah, greetings to you, Sugar Love. Please check your Instagram because been sending you some messages when you get some time. Yes. So that's one of the things that I had to most definitely learn, that if something is not serving me, if I'm not happy, if I'm not at peace, if people are disrupting my mental health, if I don't feel supported, if I feel that my cup is empty, then I just have to leave people alone. And that's good for us. That takes courage. It takes a lot of courage to say, this relationship is dysfunctional, to say, they don't appreciate me, they don't respect me, and I deserve better. Okay, okay, I will email you, Sugar Love. So that's one of the things that I wanted to say to all of you. I want to send you all some positive energy, and I hope you're taking care of yourself, making time for your self care, taking time to pause. And how's your mental health, Motivators family? I know mental health is something that is not talked about enough. If you're not okay mentally, you will not be okay physically. You will not be okay financially because the mental follows everything. So make sure you're taking time to take care of your mental health, take your breaks, make sure you're doing that positive self talk and affirming yourself, taking care of yourself in the best way possible. If you need breaks from other people, take those breaks and forgive yourself when you haven't been taking breaks, because I know I'll be so busy helping and supporting and doing this and doing that for everybody that I stop taking care of me. Let's stop that. Let's let that go and let's forgive ourselves. Forgive yourself when you haven't been showing up for yourself. Forgive yourself when you haven't been drinking your water, eating right. Forgive yourself when you haven't given yourself time to heal and to grieve. And it's okay. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to feel frustrated. It's okay when you say my life isn't going the way I want to. It's very frustrating. But you have to give yourself the permission to not feel like you have to have a perfect life. You don't have to have a perfect life. You don't have to be there for everybody. You have to be there for yourself. That's so essential to feeling good, to having good health, to having peace of mind. You got to forgive yourself for trying to be perfect for everybody. You got to forgive yourself for stop trying to fill up everybody's cup and forget about your own. You got to think about yourself, because there are so many people that they love when you're always doing and checking and supporting. You'll get way off track from your purpose, and you'll be very frustrated. Your mental health will be in the toilet. You'll be broken completely. So, if you need to pause, Motivators family, pause. Take your breaks. Go for your walks or sit in silence. Do some of your favorite calming activities. Maybe listening to your favorite calming peaceful music. Maybe journaling, writing out how you feel, because everybody is not the same. Not everybody can talk about how they feel. Some have to journal about it. Some have to be out in nature. Some people self heal by giving back to other people. But there's a word of caution with that. It's wonderful to give back and to help and to support, but you also have to support yourself. You also have to support you. It's important. Yes. Yes, I most definitely will email you. Yes, some prayers. Yes, that is correct. Yes, that's right. Most definitely. You got to take breaks. And I have to tell you guys that, being a content creator, you can burn out. Being a parent, a grandparent, a sister, a brother, a aunt, a uncle, a father, um, a good employee, there's a balance for everything. While you're out there being a mother or a father or an uncle, a brother, a sister, a cousin, a friend, being a spouse, being this, being that. We can be so many things for other people, but the question, motivators family, is what are you to yourself? Are you showing up for yourself? Are you taking breaks from other people? Are you doing your favorite hobbies that bring up your light, that make you feel strong and powerful? Are you giving yourself those alone time, those me time? And I don't want to hear those excuses. I don't want to hear those excuses like I used to say, oh, I don't have any time. Because we make time for what is important. We make time for what is important. And if you value yourself, if you love yourself, you will make time for yourself. And it doesn't mean that you have to spend hours at a time on yourself. No, it means 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, just focusing on yourself. And it could be simple tasks like taking a bubble bath, taking an extended shower, sleeping in, listening to your body when it says it needs something. Sometimes your body will be talking to you and telling you, lay down, take today off, drink some water. You need to eat more nutritious food, or your body will say you need more exercise. Even your body will be telling you that the people that you're around are draining you. Have you ever felt being in some people's presence is just draining you, draining you, draining you? They take everything from you that all you want to do after they're gone is lay down. Oh, that because they take and pull everything from you. You have no energy to do anything but rest because of their toxicity, because of their is good, especially to continue to heal from situations and stress. And we all know that in this life, there is a lot of stress. There's emotional, mental, financial, so much types of stress. There's physical stress, there's problems, there's aggravation. It's so much that happens in day to day life. And it's so important that we give ourselves the permission and we forgive ourselves, that stop feeling guilty that you can't do this and that for whoever it is, because other people will make you feel like you're a bad person because you're choosing yourself in certain moments. And it's necessary for your well being. If you need time to grieve, you need time to reflect, you need time for some understanding, you need time to make some decisions for yourself. Is this a good decision? Are these people hurting me? Are these people taking advantage of me? It's so important to do an evaluation of who is around you, because so many people, all they are doing is using you. Yes, Metro, for sure. First Lady says, I'm in a good place in my life and I don't need any distractions. It was a process, but it was worth it. I'm invigorated and liberated. And that is what doing the work means. Yes, when you forgive yourself, you stop walking around with this baggage, because people will deposit their baggage in their life. They'll come in your life with their drama and their negativity, and they want you to fix their life, and they want you to give them money, and they want you to do this, and all they ever do is complain, and that brings so much stress in your life. And you got to forgive yourself for feeling that you got to be loyal to those people. You're not their therapist. You're not the one for the solution. You're not everybody's savior. And I had to forgive myself from feeling guilty when I didn't do that for other people, because as human beings, we don't like to see people suffer and we want to help people, but are we really helping them? That is the question. You may feel that you're helping people, but what you're doing is you're hurting yourself. And we have to stop doing that. Yes, Metro says, I am happy, thankful, and grateful what I have learned and doing better in my life, living my best life, and checking on wonderful individuals that lift me up as I return the favor. No longer tolerate. Oh yeah, no longer tolerate the badness, the badness, the users, the complainers, the manipulators, the gaslighters, the liars, the thieves. And the thing about it is people can be stealing your energy, stealing your motivation, stealing your drive. It's not good. And if you don't cut it off, they're going to keep doing it, because one thing about people who are users, they're going to stay there until you remove them. So remove them. First Lady says, I'm showing up and showing out. I know that's right. Metro says, I always provide my most greatest gratitude to everyone and provide brief wisdom and kindness with respect, not expecting anything, but always appreciate everything. And that is that's a very important lesson in life, is while you are supportive and nice to other people, we cannot make it be at the cost of our mental health, at the cost of losing out on opportunities, at the cost of being our best self, because being around miserable, dysfunctional complainers, procrastinators, people who make poor decisions, you wind up being grouped in that as well. Because if you are surrounded by people who make poor decisions, you never get to your own things, because you gotta be listening to that. You gotta be surrounded by that. How can you elevate and grow and you have people dragging you down like crabs in the barrel? That's not good. Hi, Mr. Aretha. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Yes, we have to think about ourselves first. And it's not that you don't show up for others. It's not that you don't do nice things and you won't do a favor for people or throw them a bone and do something nice. That's not what I mean. But we have to think about ourselves. Can I afford this? Can I financially afford this? Can I emotionally afford it? Because that's something that is a very big deal. Dealing with certain individuals, the cost is our emotional health will be in shambles. You'll be in pieces when you deserve to be whole. You certainly do. Yes. Yes, nothing is perfect in this life, and you have to move on, and you have to give yourself the permission to not stay in the past. Forgive yourself for what was, so that you can allow yourself to be what is in your present, what is happening right now. That's how you function. Yes, everyone should go out and try to have some fun and be at peace and happiness. Not many are like that though. Yeah, they're not. So many don't want to be at peace. They want to be miserable. They love the arguing and the complaining. They love making excuses, because guess what? The people who make excuses, they don't have to do anything. They can stay in the comfort zone. And if you find yourself in the comfort zone, that you're not growing, that you're not learning new things, that you're not trying new things, you need to do some healing. You need to do some forgiving of yourself and asking yourself, why am I not growing? Why am I not trying new things? It's most likely because of the people around you. You've caused them to lead you astray. You've allowed their misery to make you miserable as well. You've allowed their dysfunction to make you dysfunctional, and you got to let yourself heal. Yes. Metro says, I have been doing some me time lately and been taking some breaks. It's fun that I travel places, new places, and I try to have fun, especially everyone's schedule is busy. Yes, we all are going through something. We all have problems in this life. We all have stressful things that we deal with, but we need to take some time to pause and to take breaks from other people, and take some breaks in order for you to reset, for you to just be and to think, because we all have so much things going on in our mind, and your mind is going a million miles a minute, and you need to pause so that you can relax and you can take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, motivators family. And you can't do that if you're not self-forgiving. You don't always have to be going, running like a hamster running on that little wheel that they you're wearing yourself out. And I remember my dad used to say that if you do that as an adult, you will run yourself into the ground. You will run yourself into the grave. Not because you're trying to, but because you haven't set standard for yourself. I deserve to have me time. I deserve to be my best. I deserve to be at peace and use my gifts. And I deserve to love myself. And until you forgive yourself, you're not going to be able to do anything that you love. Yes, sometimes we can't go out if we are struggling with financials. And make sure that we have enough income for food and clothes. Yes, but it's good to save whenever we can. Yes, when we get invited to events or we have some things going on. And that's one of the things about self-forgiving. I had to forgive myself for when I was wasting my money. We definitely have to learn to be a good steward of our finances, how our money comes in. You don't have to give it all away. Have to say, no, I can't. Because if you always are bailing people out, it cannot be every single week, every single month that somebody needs help. No, they need to learn how to budget their money better. They need to, get more education. They need to get a higher paying job, but it's not our responsibility to fix everybody. That is something that I had to forgive inside of myself. It's not my responsibility to heal other people's finances. It's not my responsibility because I am responsible to bail everybody out. Forgive yourself for that so that you can use your money in the best way possible. Saving for your retirement, able to pour back into yourself just like you work hard. You also deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You work hard, have some fun with the money that you work within reason. Make sure that you're scheduling vacations, buying yourself something nice that you've been wanting within reason. I don't mean go and blow out all your money on yourself. That's not what I'm saying. But within reason, within balance, buy yourself something nice, something you've been saving for, something you've been wanting and desiring, especially putting back good things into yourself. Maybe buying something nutritious. This is not medical advice, but I like to save and do some healthy things for me. Buy myself some nice organic produce, some vitamins, saving my money and maybe getting a massage, a pedicure, doing something so that it restores me. It makes me feel stronger because when we give ourselves the time to relax, we feel better and we can be a better version of ourselves. So that's the motivation for today that I wanted to give every single one of you. Give yourself the permission to let go. Let go of the perfection. Let go of being everybody's support. Let go of the negativity. Let go of what you were. Let go of trying to be everybody's savior, that savior complex will bring you down. It will drain you. It will strain you. It will make you feel absolutely terrible. But the thing is, there is hope. Just because we did things previously, it doesn't mean that we have to continue that. You have to shift your behavior. You can shift your attitude. You can shift the way you treat yourself. You can shift and set boundaries. You don't have to be a doormat. These are wonderful things. They're wonderful things. It's things to learn. This is what you do when you grow up. This is what you do when you mature and you show that I'm an adult. I'm a responsible adult. It's not giving everything until you're at zero to everybody. It's giving to yourself. It's cutting people off that are the users and the takers and saying, I deserve better than that. I'm grateful for myself. You don't need people around if all those individuals do is take from you. That's not love. That's not friendship. That's not somebody who cares about you. That's not somebody who wants to be in your life. That's somebody who's only out to get, to use, to take, to manipulate you. That's not somebody you should trust. Forgive yourself for that. Forgive yourself for feeling that is all your only purpose, because that's something that I had to forgive myself for that. I had to forgive myself, and forgive myself for that. I am not only in people's life to be a bank. I'm not in people's life only to be their support. I am in this life because I have a purpose. I have things that I need to do. I deserve to have peace. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be respected. All of those things. And I had to forgive myself for trying to be the solution, be the savior, being the support, being the listening ear of their toxicity and their drama and their complaints. That's not my problem. Forgive yourself for feeling that's my only role. That is not our only role, motivators family. We have more in this life than to just give handouts or just be there. We have things that we need to be doing in our life, and that is the part where I want for us to be elevating in. That's the part where I want for us to be growing into that. Yes, that part. Amen. Yeah, it's and we should have a support system, Metro. A support system, not just always us supporting. And that is a healing thing. As women and as men, you got to heal that toxicity, that dysfunction, that brokenness, feeling I have to always be the supporter. If you're always holding everybody up, if you're always holding everybody down, who is holding you up? Who is holding you down? Who is supporting you if you're always doing the support? That's not balanced. It's not balanced. It's not good for us. That's what raises your blood pressure. That's what makes you sick. That makes you feel so drained. You need to shift the people in your life. Shift them out. Let them be gone. Block them. Don't go around them. I don't care who it is. It could be your relatives, it could be whoever it is. Get rid of those people who are only there for you to be their solution and their support and help them. And they're always, oh, can you help me? Can you help? No, no, I cannot help you. You need to help yourself. And that was something that I had to forgive myself for feeling bad that I wanted to say no. Don't feel bad because you want to say no. Don't feel bad because you blocked them. That's good. It's good for you. It teaches people that they need to be independent. Hey, PMC, how are you doing? We teach people You need to be independent. You need to make good decisions. It's not our responsibility to fix our siblings or parents or this person. Some people, they make the choice to be miserable. They make the choice to not get educated. They make bad decisions. They do wrong. They have anger problems. And some people that we know have mental issues, but that's not for us to fix it. It's not our problem. You don't have to have them living with you and giving them your money and your time, and they're always fighting or they're back and forth in jail. That's not your problem. Right? PMC, misery loves company. It's not your problem. And another thing, like, I'm not coming for anybody, but some people that have children, they expect because they have children that it's your responsibility to help them take care of them. That's not your kids. It's not your kids. And you can love people that are your friends and your relatives and other people that you care for, but it's not your responsibility to raise their kids. You can help and support when you have the time, when you want to. But if you feel like it's mandatory that you have to, I must give you money, I must take care of your kids, I must help you with your problems. No. That that is toxic. That's toxic. First Lady says, I've been the caregiver and gatekeeper to many until I realized that I was enabling them. When you continue that bad behavior of being their doormat, you are setting yourself up for failure. Absolutely. You are setting yourself up for every sort of problem that there is. No, you are enabling to disable. You will make people dysfunctional. Because if you're always cooking or cleaning up after people, or you're cleaning up their mess, they make a mess, they make bad decisions, they get fired from their job. They're always and you always have to be in the middle trying to calm everybody down because they're loose at the mouth and they're always saying something rude. It's not your problem to fix them. They need to stop. Stop trying to fix other people. And yes, it's going to hurt to see people crash out. It hurts to see people going through things because we don't want people to go through things, but it's not your problem to fix them. They need to make better decisions. They need to grow up. They need to mature. They need to stop acting their shoe size. And that's what it is. Yes. And that's facts, PMC. One who wastes their time is guaranteed to waste yours. Also, if you allow them to do so, best to stay away from who wastes their life away. Life and time is valuable, and that it is. That's something that you can't get back. So that's one of the things about a self forgiveness. Forgive yourself when you haven't been doing what you need for yourself, whether it's education or whether it's some idea that you've wanted to do or maybe some travel you've wanted to do. Stop waiting for friends and family and who you're in a relationship with to be on board. Oh, I don't want to go by myself and I need them. No, you don't. Go and take those solo trips. Go and start your business. Go and handle your business. Go and do the things necessary. See, one thing that I had to learn in self forgiving is I had to stop compromising my health for other people. Their drama started to affect my health. Their negativity started to make me feel negative there because they didn't want to go for a walk and because I didn't want to go by myself. I wasn't taking the best care of myself, and I had to forgive myself for that. I had to apologize to myself. I'm sorry I haven't been taking care of you the way you deserve to be taken care of. You got to think about yourself and what you need. Everybody is not the same. We all want and desire different things, but don't let other people stop you from taking the best care of yourself. You can't eat what everybody eats. You can't feed on the negativity like maybe other people can. It's not good for you. You got to leave those people alone. You have to leave them alone. Yes, we can't buy back time. We wasted on someone who wasted theirs or experiences that taught us nothing. And that's another thing. I had to forgive myself. And I say that to you, motivators family, as well. You have to forgive yourself for putting your life on pause for people who would never put their life on pause for you. You're bending over backwards. You're doing all these nice, kind deeds. You're giving them money. You give them ideas. Listen, stop giving people advice. That's another thing. I had to forgive myself for giving people ideas, and you keep giving them these ideas. They're not putting any of it in action. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh yeah, I'm going to do that. And they're not doing nothing. They're not they're not going to. They never were going to do it. They just are a person that they talk a lot of talk, but they do not walk the walk. See, when you love yourself, you understand the people who actually are moving and shaking and doing things with their life, and the people who love themselves, and the ones that are willing to show up for themselves. Those are the people that you need. Remember, we train people how to treat us. We train them. You train people. So if you show people, oh, I don't go anywhere. I'm just going to be a bump on the log. I'm just going to sit around and watch TV, and I don't get any exercise, and I don't have fun, and I just stay at home, and I'm miserable. That's what you're going to become. But when you make the decision to forgive yourself and say, I'm doing this for me. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to assert myself. I will start my business. I will get education. And we're never too old. You're never too old. You're never too young. You're never too broken. Never. You're never too broken. You can be whole. You can get the healing that you deserve, but you're the one that has to believe I can be healed. You're the one that says, I'm hopeful, not hopeless. It's all about what you think about yourself. But that's a part of forgiveness in knowing that I deserve better. And I know I can do better. I can have a better life. I can get organized. I can leave people alone that are dysfunctional, those gaslighters. It's not, you cannot fix them because they don't want to be fixed. Yes, PMC, self worth is everything. And the more that you love yourself, the more that you forgive yourself, the more that you are confident, the more you speak over your life and have positive self talk, is the more you're going to release yourself from these toxic people. Let them go. Let them sink. Let them drown. And I know that that may seem harsh, but it is what it is. Are you going to let people allow you to drown? You want to drown with them? You want to be miserable like them? You want to be broke like them? Financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually? No. No, we're not. We're not doing that. Nope, we're not doing that. Mm-mm. PMC says don't trade your authenticity for approval. And that is something that so many do. You know who you are. You know what you're capable of. Don't compromise your worth and your value. And it's so many people I see, they're so intelligent. They could do so much with their brain power, but they don't because they got with a loser in a romantic relationship. And they don't feel, well, I got to stay with them I got to stay for the kids. I got to stay because what will people think of me? Or I don't want to be lonely. Don't settle. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Don't. First Lady says, I'm enjoying my own company, feeling completely at peace with myself. I have good friends, but I do an external audit and decipher from who is there for the long haul or there for a season. Mm, that is so important. And the more that we do that, is the better that we'll feel. You'll feel your best self. I know I feel so much stronger. I feel calmer. I'm smiling more because I'm doing me and I'm using my gifts. And I don't have to validate. I don't have to explain. And it's wild to me that people want you to explain why you're getting education, why you're starting a business, why you don't want to deal with them anymore. Because you're dysfunctional, because you're broken, because you never want to do anything, because some people want to do is talk. And when you forgive yourself fully, you let go of all those toxic people. And I want you to say with me, I will let go of what no longer serves me. I will let go of what no longer serves me. And sometimes it's never served you. But after hitting rock bottom, sometimes we have to hit rock bottom. Sometimes we have to have a mental breakdown, an emotional breakdown, a financial breakdown for us to realize, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Why do I keep taking this toxicity? Why do I keep allowing them to gaslight me? And I know, and you know that when they're lying to you, you know when they're manipulating you, you know the people who care about you, or the ones that are just lying to your face. You know, trust that gut instinct, trust that intuition, that discernment. Trust it. It's there for a reason. PMC says the difference between winning and losing is picking and choosing your enemies, your friends to be, and where the truth is. Man, that is a message right there, PMC. Thank you so much for that. Metro says independency is very important. You got to be independent. You have to be strong. Stop relying on people that are they're only there to run over you. They never do anything nice for you. Every time they call you or talk to you, it's to spill off something. They're always angry and squawking or complaining or saying people are hating on them. They're always involved in these conflicts with other people, and that is not what you need. That is not what you need. Okay? Yeah, when it comes to mental issues, stay far away and pray for them. That's the best thing that you can ever do. Sirius says, awesome, Marlene. I'm so happy that you have flourished in your new role of naturally occurring energy and following your past passion. Thank you so much, First Lady and Metro and PMC. And who else was in here? Butter Roll Boutique. And anybody who is listening in the background. No, I say it all the time. Self love is everything. You got to love yourself to be willing to take off those rose colored glasses and identify, wait a minute, I've been slacking on taking care of myself, whether it's self care or self love or letting people compromise your peace because of their drama, because of their whatever issues. And some people are not well mentally. They're not. And because of their mental illness or their mental, issues that they have going on, they'll bring that in your life and get you roped up, wrapped up, and you'll be wallowing in the mud, fighting, arguing, and you're like, what am I doing? Get away from them. Stay away, far away. Okay? Yes. Yes, endless complaining will just bring you down with who is doing so. Yeah, it's that crab in the barrel mentality. Endless complaining. They're always complaining. They're always arguing with someone. They're always talking about this one is hating on me and this one is Nobody's hating on them. Hey, have you ever been around people like that? They're always talking about this one is hating on me and this one doesn't like me. Is have they ever thought that the reason why people are saying things or treating you the way is because of their behavior, but they'll never mature and grow up and say, I'm the problem. I don't treat people right. I'm a user. They don't say those things because they're not willing to change. Oh, that's a good dinner, Metro. I hope you enjoy it. PMC says once you allow your inner peace to be stripped away by someone, your superpower being gone makes you feel powerless. Yes. Don't let people strip you down and break you down. Hey, Tasharia, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Don't let people take your power. And I found that when I was around these toxic people, just they're always complaining. It's like my head would be throbbing. And they always want you to shell out money like money grows on trees. They always want you to fix their problems. I can't do that anymore. I can't be around people who are always arguing and complaining. I understand that things happen in everybody's life, but what about having a positive perspective? I can't do it. I can't do it. I gotta love on myself. I gotta show up for myself. I gotta use my gifts. And I have to have people who love themselves in my life. Because if you don't have people who love themselves, they're gonna cause you to not love yourself. They're going to cause you to block your blessings for sure. Yep. You can't hate on someone you don't aspire to be like. Yeah. You just got to have to be yourself. Just because someone exists doesn't mean they have an identity. And this is what one gets when they want to be everyone but themselves. And aren't there so many people who are like that? All they talk about is other people. And you ever see those individuals? Oh, they get this outfit and they get that outfit. This person buys a car, they got to buy a car. They get a haircut, this one has to get a haircut. All they are is puppets. They have no identity. They don't know who they are. They're not willing to look at themselves in the mirror and to love themselves and ask themselves, what do I want to do? Who do I want to be? They don't know anything about that. And that is so sad. Yes, speak it, PMC. Yes, who doesn't love self doesn't love anyone else. And as long as you're unreal with self, you'll never be real with anybody else. And that's some facts right there. And you guys know that I am not uncomfortable with being transparent. I didn't always love myself. I would allow other people to use me. I thought that I could buy friends. I thought that by giving gifts or helping people and supporting people, I felt that was love. But it's not. I was just allowing people to use me. It's not good. So stop letting people use you. Stand up for yourself. Say no. Set boundaries. Stop going around when you feel the energy is not right. Have you guys ever been around that? And I no longer do that. I can't go around individuals. And I know they don't like me. I know when I'm not there, they talk about me. You could feel it. It's a heaviness in the air. You could cut it like a knife. Mm-hmm. Marlene, this is a great topic and someone out there is resonating with it. I hope so. Serious. I hope so. Yes, we have to love ourselves and be kind to ourselves. Really be kind. Be compassionate to yourself. I think that's one of the most essential things in life. And we can't get there until we're ready to get there. At least I know that's how it was for me. Until I said, enough. Until I was like, I have a headache all the time. I'm so drained. My money was broken because I didn't know how to say no. I didn't know how to stop giving it away. I didn't know how to stop going around people because I thought they loved me. No, what they love to do is use me. Mm. It's like addressing someone without a name tag and wondering who they are, even if they give you a name, leaving you to question, who are you dealing with? Yeah. Some people have never found their space in life. They've never found their passion, what they're drawn to be, what they're about. Some people are only pieces of other people inside of them. They've never made their own piece. Their piece is only there for what other people give to them. They only can pick up the deposits that other people put in their life. They've never deposited into themselves. What do I want to do? Who do I want to be? They've never allowed themselves to just be who they want to be. All they know how to do is be a reflection of somebody else. They don't know how to be their own mirror. Yes, we are more valuable than anything we possess. We are the gifts. Yes. Great potential. Yes. So I want to thank you all so much for tapping into this live. I just wanted to remind you all to love yourself, to forgive yourself. Give yourself that permission today. Anything that you've been holding in, and don't harbor that resentment with yourself. Stop beating up yourself, because we can be our own worst enemy, our own worst critic. Let's turn into our own best friends, our own supporters, our own cheerleaders. So root for yourself. I'm rooting for you. And I'm rooting for all of my motivators family. We can do amazing things if you believe in yourself. We can do amazing things if you forgive yourself and say, I'm going to do better. I'm going to make better decisions. I'm going to use my gifts. I'm talented. I'm intelligent. I'm capable. I know when people are using me. So stop letting people use you, and flip it around and say, but I'm going to use my gifts. Don't just be out there in this life. Enjoy your life. Take care of yourself. I'm rooting for you to be your best self. I am Marlene Motivates, and I am your life coach. Thanks for tapping in, everybody. It was a great topic, great discussion. Thank you, everyone who was here. If you're new, feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and shout out to the mods. Shout out to the channel members. You can enjoy channel membership starting at $1.99. Thank you guys for your support. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. And I will see you guys back tomorrow for Red Zone series with Boss Life Online. Tomorrow's topic is why women take men to the divorce cleaners. Interesting topic. Interesting. I can't wait to cover it. And I can't wait to see you all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.